What's cracking with you people? Anansi here and welcome back to Jack X Combat Racing. In the last one, we completed the Green Eco Cup and earned the right to move on to the Blue Eco Cup. And today we're going to do just that by heading first to Haven City. And the Eastern Tour, we're kicking this off with a touring race. A straight shot through the entirety of the Haven City racing maps. Oh boy.
Alright Jack, this is a big one. The Eastern Tour is a long and linear race, packed full of turns and surprises. This grueling event will lash out and bite anyone who doesn't stay sharp and work the turns. If you get behind early, just keep cool and make it up slowly. You can do this!
Well, thanks for the vote of confidence, Kira. We also got the Javelin X, which is pretty much my favorite racing car inside this game. And because I was an idiot and completely forgot that one of the vehicles that we're going to get to much later, I decided to pretty much finish out the entirety of the Green Eco Cup Grand Prix, or Green Eco Cup series, without upgrading a single time on any of those vehicles. So we have enough orbs to drop to get the Javelin up pretty high. So what we're going to do with the Javelin is we're going to get its top speed up, get its gearbox up, its acceleration, and then we're going to do the turbo. We'll worry about the armor later. Actually, wait, I think we have enough to max this vehicle out. So we're going to go into this cup with this vehicle completely maxed out. That is what is up. Now, I want to bring up something interesting about the Javelin. If you look at promotional screenshots and wallpapers for this game, you will notice. I believe that was the one we put on, right? Oh, this one is kind of hot. That's interesting how that works. Because the thing about it, right? What did I say? I was going to say something, but I forgot. Okay, that was. If you look at promotional wallpapers for Jack X, you will often see Jack in the roadblade. That is, for all intents and purposes, his silhouette, his flagship car outside of the Sand Shark. However, the Javelin is Ashlyn's vehicle of choice that they depict her in, which I thought was interesting. So yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like we are driving the flagship car of one of our friends, and our actual flagship vehicle is somewhere else entirely. Do that. There we go. And with that, we're pretty much gonna just ace this entire race. I can already tell you that right now.
Let's get it on.
Interesting vehicle. Huh, even Tor's in a Javelin.
And the light turns green.
There we go.
Wave to everyone, Dax.
Man, the acceleration and the boost on this thing now, starting this off so early, is ridiculous. Like you see how fast I'm going, right? Like, I feel a difference with this. And this is what I remember with the Javelin, and honestly, this might be why I got so mixed up with the Street Grinder, because the Street Grinder is a drifting vehicle. The road blades go for speed. The Street Grinder is built for drifting. If you know what you're doing, nothing will hit me. I can already tell. We'll drop one of these here.
This one's for you.
Works for me.
Lots of smash and bash out there. This is what racing's all about.
Anyway, looking at that now, yeah, the Rollerblade is pretty much your speed vehicle. The Street Grinder is your drifting vehicle. You want to use that for it when you want to, do a lot of drifts to get your boost up. The Javelin is your all-arounder. It will stick to the ground and it will get the job done. It is my favorite vehicle in the game. Well, one of them anyway. Okay, thought I already got it, but I guess not. That's 2 dead and 1 shot. Ooh, the Death Shield, that's what's up. We got one more of these grenades. Let's see if I can get this back. So I guess I was wrong initially about Jack X. I thought Jack X didn't have rubber band AI, but it looks like it does. I guess it's just not as egregious as a lot of other games that have it. Looking at you, Mario Kart. Okay, that's on me. That's on me. Got a little too happy there. Yeah. So the one thing about the Eastern Tour, is that you're pretty much going through all of Haven City's tracks, and like I mentioned beforehand, Haven City dead. Haven City has one of the hardest tracks, has one of the hardest selection of tracks in the game, for the sheer fact that it has a lot of sharp turns, and if you let your muscle memory take over for you, there are points inside this race where it will just mess you up. So now we're in the sewers. Probably gonna get a grip on the controls here. Yeah, you have no idea. I have the biggest smile on my face right now just being the Javelin.
Got him now.
So I'm gonna need a little bit of health here, but that's what we can deal with later. Okay. A boost here. There. Drift going. Get that drift going. There we go. Man, I freaking love this thing. Oh man, you have no idea. I've had the biggest smile on my face since I got inside this vehicle. You have no idea. But yeah, no, we're pretty much getting close to the these
Wastelanders know how to shoot.
Oh, that was close. That was close. But yeah, look, I mean, the maxed out Javelin, we're like a second to 2 seconds ahead of the nearest person behind us. It is ridiculous how good this vehicle is.
Show him what he's won, Pecker.
And we unlocked the Eastern Tour in exhibition mode. Here's another long overland tour with lots of weapons. Just watch your 6 and drop the hammer whenever you're feeling blue. Interesting. And now we've unlocked a lot more of the maps. Well, not a lot more. We'll have 2 more events. Let's do the canyon run.
This is a Brawl Track, Jack. Keep your head down and your targets in front of you, or you'll be toast. I've seen some pretty nasty battles here, so get the big weapons and make them pay.
Alright. Man, we were 5 orbs away from having 6. Oh man, at least it's not unlucky. Anyway, let's get right into it. Got another circuit race going. I'm feeling pretty good.
Ready to race.
Yeah, you even told her a javelin.
Go for it!
Sorry, guys. I've got a date with the finish line.
Got that right, I'm gone. Never mind, I'm not gone. I'll get free coffee, I guess. Drop some keys down.
This is my track.
Just gonna just do this thing right here.
Die!
Ah! Thought I was being slick, but 20. Okay. I might have a problem with her around here. Come on, baby.
Eat my flame.
Get your fat butt over here, Cleaver. I got some bullets just for you.
Woohoo!
I'm hit.
I'm hit!
You better just waste this then.
Boom, baby! One lap finish.
Come on, let's see if I can do this. See you, Cleaver.
Get rock here.
You know when it might just drop a those down? Better one of those down. See if anyone hits those mines. I'm actually curious if anyone hits them. I dropped 2 of them. Doesn't look like it. Come on. But yeah, no, man. I mean, it's like I've had the biggest smile on my face since I booted up today and got into the javelin because it is just. You have no idea, man. Like I have good memories with this ride. You know, maxed out, doing some of the tours where I'm out in first place. There goes a supernova. Wait for it. Wait for it. There we go.
I've got a couple of guns for you.
Sucks to be you. We'll let my guard down and hit the map. But yeah, man. I mean, I remember getting this ride, doing some of the tours, getting out in front in the first 5 seconds of the race, and being so far ahead of the competition that I'd be sitting on the screen for upwards of 3 minutes waiting for them to catch up. That's how ridiculous the javelin can be when you A, know what you're doing, B, got it maxed out, and C, just on your game, you know? Man, Ashlyn is doing terrible. That only died twice. I think one of which was a wreck.
Guess what? A rear fender is yours. Yes.
Hybrid array. Okay. So let's go to Crassley Nest. Ooh, the Waterfront Loop. What do we got here?
If you like action, here's a great death race along the Waterfront Loop. When it comes to this competition, more is better. So keep collecting weapons and keep your trigger talon tapping. Nice alliteration, yes? Good luck!
Alright, Pecker, I'll let you have that one. There's some new rear fenders here. Let's see what they look like. Oh, that's much better. That's much better. Side panel's a little bit of work, but we'll deal with it. We'll deal. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this death race.
This is gonna be fun.
Ready? Go!
I did not get the boost on that one. Admittedly, a lot of the times when I'm getting out in front of the other drivers and the racers, is mostly because I've gotten the timing for the boost down to a point where where I was always hitting it at the start of every race. So you could like, never get my cousin on it. You could ask him when I would play this game. You know, it would just be like, yeah, you always have like the boost on, just on. You know. So the thing about it is, a lot of the racetracks space out the boost so close that if you have a maxed out boost, maxed out turbo capacity, you could potentially do an entire race and never stop boosting. I know, I've done it before. I'm kind of doing it right now. Kinda. I know for a fact I'm gonna have to slow down a little bit, like right there. Yeah, I messed up a little bit, but that's fine. We're already almost at the 100 mark, so I wonder what the next exploit is going to be for the next mark to be for the silver and gold. Come on now. Yeah, this is the different thing about having a javelin max out is that the death race cars do not go fast enough when you have your acceleration and your top speed maxed out to be able to outrun you. Because you remember in the other death races, these little like AI cars were able to work. We're already almost at gold right now. But these AI cars are pretty much able to stay ahead of us with a little bit of difficulty. There were times where like you could just be gaining on it and stuff. But here it's like it's not even a competition. I'm sitting up here right behind him, shooting the glass and all that good stuff. Here we go.
Out of my way.
And I'm like, ooh! That's one death right there. Like I said, there is downsides to having that much speed and power at the fingertips. So over here, yeah, like, as you can see, I'm like pretty much up. One of their tires is stuck in the spokes. I'm pretty much like all up on this, you know. And it's just no competition. Also, I like the fact I like how Daxter is hanging on to the actual exhaust inflate, so you know his hands are fried. See, look at that. We already doubled the score. It wasn't that hard. If I didn't die, it would have been a perfect run, but it is what it is.
To get them, so I rolled tonight.
I took the liberty of going back through Dad's things. I found his decoder for the will. There's more on the disc. I think it's his journal.
Play it.
Mizo and I both want the same things and will stop at nothing to get them. So I rolled the dice and made this bet with Mizo to avoid a costly gang war between us. The winner of the next Crash City Grand Championship race will win the other's dirty business. All I have to do is field a better racing team than him, win the big race, and Mizo and his nasty clan will slink off to whatever hole they crawled out of there.
No wonder they both want to win so badly.
My father made a wager with the Mizo crime family. He's been linked to some of the worst crime in Crash City. I'm sure he's paying top dollar to field the best racers to beat us.
So we're up against the world's nastiest crime boss with the best mercenary racers money can buy. And we've been poisoned. I've had better weeks.
You must believe me, Jack. I never knew my father was into all this. Hell, I never knew my father at all.
You're not alone in this. Don't worry. We'll win.
How about a new front fender?
Okay, I'll take it. So yeah, now it all comes out. Mizo and Icebound Citadel.
I need to see some speed on this challenge, Cherries. This puppy is all about the lap times. So keep them low and the crowd screams high, just like old times, huh?
Ain't lying about that, Sig, and don't worry, we've got plenty of speed. But yeah, no, so it all finally comes out that Crew and Mizo have a bet, and that Crew, in a rare act of diplomacy, made this bet so that way there wouldn't be a massive gang war between him and the Mizo crime family. The only problem is, Well, according to Rain anyway, she had no idea about this. She had no idea that her father was a crime boss.
Listen to those engines squawk!
What I'm trying to figure out is how the hell did crew make that fine piece of tail? I'm just saying. I know it's all pixels and stuff, but Rain is banging.
Slowpoke.
We're gonna take a shortcut real fast. Another downside to having all this speed is that that particular shortcut, well, some shortcuts anyway on this map, had the potential to destroy you because you have so much speed that you end up overshooting the landing, and you can either A, blow up, or B, fall south of the mountain. It can happen. Now, luckily, the Javelin has a lot of speed, as you guys have seen a couple of times, so we shouldn't have to worry about hitting all the freezers. Or it's 4, so I don't have to try to grab those 4 on the second go around, which is fine. You know, there are a couple of freezers that I missed. Some intentionally, some not so much. I'm going to low on the second lap. So yeah, right now I'm taking the fastest route to try to get to the end. Fastest route and probably the fastest car we got right now. Put that right here. No, missed it. Okay. Got that second go around. I wonder if I'm getting a little too cocky right now, because you know I am in my golden car. You know what I'm saying? It's maxed out. No, because I did a dumb and decided that hey, I'm going to try to stick for another vehicle. That didn't end up happening. Yeah, I hit the brakes a little too hard there. That there. That's what I thought I'd be doing. Right there. Other one right here. Okay. Okay, that's on me. So if you go in the wrong direction too long, yeah, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and restart the event because I thought I missed something there. I knew I did.
We've got that green light.
But this time around, we're gonna do a little bit better. I'll admit I did get a little bit cocky on that one, so we're gonna take the long way around this time since it's a short way. Just so I can get a better idea of where everything's at. Because admittedly, I'm not used to doing this particular route of this track. There we go. Right here. We're gonna go low here. We're gonna save as many of the big freezers for the final lap, as it were, just to make certain that you know we're pretty much in good shape to hit it. There you go. One reason why I really don't like free drives because you have to be so precise, and you run the risk of pretty much having to do a lot of stop and go in order to get all the freezers. But we can also boost a little bit. There we go. There we go. We'll go on the next one. There we go. 4. Slow down on this because there's that. The upside to this particular track is that if you can get a lot of the hard to get ones, on your first run through, you can then pretty much drive the rest of the track like you usually do, and not have to worry about being that precise. That's one upside to doing it this way.
One lap
So
finish.
now we can do the shortcut. We need the boost there, so we'll hold off a little bit. This gives me this much time, and let's go ahead and do this left here. Because now we know about this little puppy. There we go. Okay, so now we should have plenty of freezers left to essentially hit this no problem. So right here. Not gonna lie, I don't remember this freeze rally all that much. I really don't. I'll let Demon like a couple of freeze rallies I do remember top of my head, like how they do them pretty consistently. This one is not one of them. It really isn't. Now I want to say it's because, you know, once again, I'm not a big fan of freeze rallies. Okay. Grab that. I'm gonna grab this and we gotta go low on this one. We got 1 minute left, and I think we're coming up on the finish line. What's over here? There's that. So I think we've got. So I can do this right here. I got the freeze up here. Right here. Okay. So we cut this one a little bit close, I think. Right here. There we go, and there's that. We're down to a minute.
This one's for Damus.
Oh, that's sweet. This one's for Damus. That's nice. I forgot he said that. And with that, we call it a part here. I've been Anansi, you've been awesome, and I'll catch you later.